Alright, here we go. This is FTL, Faster Than Light. We're going to be playing a shieldless run with the Stealth A. This is one of the common ships that's run shieldless, and in my opinion, the hardest. The other ships that are commonly run are, of course, the Stealth B, Stealth C, and then also the Zoltan ships, especially the B, because it starts with a non-functional shield system, so you can honestly do it. I've also run the other Zoltan ships, Shieldless. You basically just never use the shield, never repair it. Same thing. I mean, you can run any ship shieldless in that regard, but the Zoltan ships with the Zoltan Shield make it a little more palatable. I've done the Kestrel B shieldless, and it's kind of RNG whether you survive long enough to get going. The Crystal ship, especially the Crystal B, is also sometimes run shieldless, which you can easily do because it starts with a cloaking device. The other ships too, I'm sure you could do the Shrike. But I'm going to do this one because it's a little more standard, and if you're just learning to do shieldless, this is one of the ships you're probably going to try. Again, I think this one is one of the hardest because it doesn't start with the glaive beam. It doesn't start with any late game weapon. You don't really want to be using these on the boss. So the glaive beam gives this a bit of an advantage. And then also the Zoltan Shield is a pretty big advantage. Also the halberd beam and the pike beam. Both of those are fantastic weapons that you can keep through the entire game. This one is the one that's a little harder because that's not really endgame weaponry. But yeah, the Zoltan Shield plus halberd beam or pike beam makes these excellent. I think the Zoltan B is actually the easiest one of the standard ones. Standard ones usually meaning Zoltan B and the 3 stealth cruisers. And this one, the Stealth C is surprisingly strong, simply because these drones and the drone system ends up being pretty powerful once you get, cloaking or what have you online. But yeah, so we're going to go with the Stealth A. And also, just because we can, we're going to avoid Weapon Pre-Igniter. It sort of makes the run too easy. We are doing it with Advanced Edition enabled, and we're doing it on hard. As far as mods, we have a better Planets and Backgrounds mod, which just makes it pretty. And we've got the Pursuit Indicator mod, which just makes it a little easier to count. I don't have to break out a ruler. Neither of those affect the gameplay in any way. So it's straight up vanilla. And this is a pretty good start. Got a number of ships around and no hazards. Now, one good thing about the Stealth A is it tends to have a relatively easy early game. It's got fast weaponry, which is a big deal. I say that now that's going to hit my weapons through cloak and I'm going to die. It's going to happen. No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, the real weakness of the Stealth B is its early game. It's also a little bit easier to add in weaponry to the Stealth A because you're only using up 2 weapon power. So the Stealth A definitely has its advantages. But I do think overall it is the hardest because of the lack of late game. Alright, Pirate. This is a good event. This will get us some good stuff, hopefully. Yeah, and we don't really have anything we need to buy right out the gate in this ship. So we're pretty much just saving up for hacking or another weapon. Probably a weapon is what we would most like to get. Okay, get some nice scrap out of that. Empty beacons, not so good. Oh, this is a This is a pretty janky map, all things considered. I don't know how much choice we're gonna have. I think I'm gonna go here just to scout those. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to probably hit a few empty beacons. Reactor for 5 missiles and 2 drones. Yeah, I usually try to agree to the trade. It can be dicey. You know, sometimes you end up needing those things. That's pretty good. But, you know, we don't have anything that uses missiles or drones yet, so I think that's a pretty easy choice right now. Now, you can actually just leave these on auto fire. The dual laser and the mini beam, they are synced sufficiently. Just naturally by their cooldown, they're synced naturally. But I sometimes like to wait, just to be safe. And yeah, you'll notice that on most ships, you are able to hit 4 rooms with the mini beam. You don't often have a lot of choice about which 4 rooms, but 4 damage that cannot miss for 1 power makes the mini beam the most efficient weapon in the game. Bar none. But it's still quite weak. Okay, got some more nice scrap. That's... We may end up visiting that, we may not. But we're gonna swing around through here. Yeah, we still have 7, and we don't actually need to end on this. We actually have 8 jumps left. So we still got a lot of time in this sector. Okay, Rebel Scout. Let's go. I want to leave this guy on weapons as long as possible because I want to make sure that I fire before the enemy, which I will because they're charging it at the base rate, but I don't want to take that damage either, so I do move him over eventually. And oops, I was a little slow there actually, so I'm gonna... Oh no. Got me. Oops. Oh, I guess it counts as manned at level 1. What? Okay, whatever. Crazy pills. I swear they counted as unmanned, but clearly I'm remembering wrong. Anti-ship fire drone. Okay, well that's called scrap. That is scrap in the pocket. And we have 83, so now if we found a shop, we would probably jump to it, hope to find hacking. We don't really need hacking yet, but we will take it when we can get it. Cargo ship. Okay, sure. Quest marker. And yeah, we'll probably hit that. We have 6 more jumps. 6 jumps into the exit beacon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's lots over there. Yeah, and here's the thing. If we wanted to completely avoid the rebel fleet, we'd have to be there in 4 jumps. But if we're willing to jump out with a rebel cruiser on us in a nebula sector, then we can squeeze out actually 2 more jumps because we're not jumping there and we are jumping there. So it's definitely worthwhile, even though it's sector 1, to brave the fleet just a little bit. And there's our store. We want to skirt around the store as much as possible, though. 1, 2. We got 3 jumps, so we'll go 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll go out. Should be good. Easy peasy. We've had pretty good events here. Oh, huh. 2 stores. Well, 2 stores is not nearly as good as 1. I think we'll still end up hitting both, though. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, we won't hit both. Okay, that's, I had bad math. So we only get to hit 4 more stops. So we're going to go to a store, and then there, and then there, and there. Okay, that's fine. What can we get? Drone control? No. True teleporter? Nah. Could sell the titanium system casing if we wanted to. Automated reloader. You know, automated reloaders are underappreciated in my opinion. This is actually really early in the game. A scrap recovery arm is not the worst thing in the world. It's really not. We're not going to be using an anti-ship fighter drone. If we buy the scrap recovery arm, we definitely want to sell the titanium system casing so we have 1 more open slot. There's nothing else we need. We know that these 3 beacons are not going to be another store. So we're going to have plenty of chances to get more scrap before we hit the next store. Yeah, I think this early in the game, I feel comfortable taking a scrap recovery arm. I'm also considering the automated reloader. Those are pretty handy, but I don't want to fill up on AUGs this early, so we're going to hold off. We will top off, and that'll be good. We're good on fuel. Don't need anything else just yet. We will very likely want to boost our engines before hitting the exit. Oh, guess we fired a little early that time. Goodbye, Rebel. I don't think you're long for this world. A little bit of scrap. Okay, distress beacon. What do we have? What can we... Is there anything we can upgrade for that distress beacon that makes sense? Could do the med bay. Got the scrap. There are a fairly large number of events that use it. It's not likely to be used, but I feel like taking the gamble. Other than that, we really just have the beam and the cloak, which those are okay. But the medbay gives us 3 different ways we can fulfill a distress beacon. That just increases our odds. Beam weapon, okay. And some scrap. Missing cargo ship attacked by rebels, okay. Ooh, hacking module. Wait, no? Oh, it's a porting drone. Ugh, an enemy ASB. Well, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. I'm not sure if I should have cloaked that. May have been smarter to wait and cloak the ASB, but I'm hoping I can kill it. Hoping I can maybe kill it before that. Nah, doesn't look like it though. Nah. That was wishful thinking. Oh, there it comes. There it comes, yep. Okay, well, 3 damage it is. Now, because they just fired, they're not about to fire again, I'm going to go ahead and use this time to repair as much as I can. Just to be safe. Oh, I'm not going to be able to upgrade. Yeah, I was not expecting. You know, that was... It's not very often that you go to a quest and then end up with a hazard, so I was not expecting... this. But again, it's a nebula, so it's not going to be overly dangerous. And they missed anyway. So we'll take the time to finish repairs. Finish healing up. Okay. So our big fear here is that they will have defense drones. Sorry, offense drones, not defense drones. They don't have drones. Okay, so we're not too worried. That halberd beam could be a problem, don't get me wrong, but there's a fairly decent chance we'll be able to just knock it offline. Fairly decent. Okay, here's hoping, right? Oh gosh, it's just about to fire too. Please be kind to me, RNGesus. RNGesus, be... Oh, nope, nope. Well, okay, I did get it. Oh, good. Not quite before it fired, but... yeah, well, we're not going to get anything else offline, so... Oh. Okay. We'll just be repairing when we get there. We do not want to go to Zoltan. We don't want to have to mess with their Zoltan Shield, so we're going to go to NG. Okay, and hopefully we can get some upgrades. We badly need an offensive upgrade before we get to the next sector. These weapons do not cut it in Sector 3. You know, as witnessed there, if the enemy's got 2 shields, you're not getting through them fast enough. You're just not. I think we're going to upgrade our cloak, though. This ship doesn't need an upgraded cloak the way, say, the Stealth B needs to upgrade its cloak. But it is still nice to have that extra layer of security. Now, I went ahead and cloaked there because he's obviously only got 1 point in weapons, so I'd rather just not let him fire in the first place. Yeah, I ended up doing a little less damage with the mini beam because I fired preemptively, but his weapon's offline, so it doesn't matter. That little NG is not long for this world. Goodbye, buddy. Sorry. I actually really like that the Mantis ships often have NG on them, and the clear implication is that they're slaves. So I feel bad for them. But that's like a nice little element of storytelling that is never directly said. But sometimes when you jump into NG sectors, it'll say that they're worried about invasion from the Mantis, and you always encounter the Mantis on, or the NG on Mantis ships. The Mantis are obviously sort of, you know, bloodthirsty, but there's never 2 NG on, at least on the smaller ships. It seems. I could be wrong on that. I shouldn't say that. But yeah, the implication is obviously that they are taking slaves. Oops, wasn't quite fast enough. That's all I needed, so I might as well take out the shields. flush with cash. Just nothing to spend it on to speak of. If we don't get any crew in this sector, though, we will probably upgrade our doors. Because we are fairly weak to boarders, and we don't want to get caught unawares. And when they go up to having 2 boarders, you know, 2 Mantis on this ship would be very difficult to deal with in the middle of a battle. Whatever. Well, I hope this isn't a hazard, because we're going to be jumping to that next one no matter what. Okay, this is going to be fun. Anyway, this is where... Oh, that doesn't look fun. That might actually be hitting weapons, so we're going to have to go ahead and cloak right away. Unfortunately. And then there's also a real challenge here, because I don't know how many points they have in drones, but I know they have at least 2 points in weapons, so we kind of have to take them both out. And I think what we'll do is I think we'll focus on weapons. No, drones. Oh. Yeah, you know what? The drone is going to tear me apart. That's the one I really got to worry about. And then I'm going to take out the shields as well, just because that'll distract them. Oh, and I missed. Okay, but I did get it. Okay. So good to know he only has the 2 points in drones. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Ow. Oh, he's back up already. Dang, that was fast. A little faster than I was quite prepared for. Okay, I forget where we go to get 4 on this. I know we can get 4 over here, but we really want to take out. Oh, there we go. That's where we get 4. Gotta be pixel perfect on this one. There it is. Ow. No. Oops, man. Guess we should have taken that surrender. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. No hazard. Oh. Got another forced one at the other side. Oh, are we going to be able to get there? We've got 5 more jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7. No, I think we're going to go through it. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, or... Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be outrunning the fleet again this time. Meaning we definitely need to make sure we get some points into engines. Because this is not going to be at a nebula. And we are going to be taking the full force of the fleet. Damn. If you have an NG, you can get some rewards out of this particular quest, but otherwise, no. Hey, free weapon. Cool. Burst laser Mark 1. It's not a very good weapon, but it's free. So now we got to seriously consider getting that online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we only have 5 jumps left. I think I really like the idea of just hitting these 5, though. That'll be perfectly fine, I think. We can also hit the store 4th if we want. We don't have to hit it last, which we will probably do that. And I'm thinking, I should just get that weapon online. I don't think it's worth waiting until I get to the store to be sure. I think I'm just definitely going to want that. That's a pathetic surrender offer. No No, we will not accept. Hopefully no resists. There we go. Alrighty, one down. Not gonna go to that distress beacon. Well, I guess we could. We could go to the distress beacon. How many options? Well, we do have that med bay we paid for. Four. Yeah, it would be though. So it's a distress beacon instead of a mystery beacon. I think that's actually. I think that's good. I think we do want a distress beacon over a mystery beacon. Although, yes, 126. Still plenty of scrap for anything else we might want. This way we have all our weapons online. Hey, there we go. Beam weapon. Carefully cut the ship out. And we got some free scrap. Good. Fuel for drones. Yeah, why not? We're looking to get hacking soon, so a little bit of extra. Yeah, and it would have been an empty beacon, too. That looks like it's going to be an ambush. So we're going to make sure to do everything we want to do here. Drone control with a combat drone? No, don't really care. Mind control? No, maybe eventually. Swarm? Not bad. Our weapons are okay right now. We could get another scrap recovery arm. Oh, that would be funny. We're definitely not going to do that, but it would be funny. Defense 2 drones are pretty handy. Nah, I think we're gonna pass on this stuff. We are gonna fix ourselves up though, because we're about to be getting some pain, and we definitely need one. We kind of need two. Yeah, we're just gonna do the two. That's probably overkill. It does, you know, bring us down to nothing in terms of scrap. But that's okay. Let's see here. I don't think we need to dodge. I think we can just cloak while we fill up and blow them away. We're just going to port everything into weapons. Just to make absolutely certain. What a pathetic surrender offer. No, we will not accept it. These guys need to learn the value of their own ship. See, look, it's worth at least 15 scrap. At least. Okay, yep, we're gonna upgrade our reactor one, so we're just gonna try to get the heck out of here, of course. Oh, I should... There's a little bit of variance in how quickly this thing fires. So, we don't know if we're going to make it out in time or not. But there's a pretty good chance we will. Oh, we got the mini beam. That's good. Oh, it did start firing though. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna take a little bit of damage. Oh, damn. I don't want to take the... Okay, now it's close enough. Oh, my poor weapon system is going to take another point of damage. Dang, that's unfortunate. Yep, and we did not have time to get out, so it's a good thing we did that the way we did. There's not really doesn't matter. We don't have any NG crew. So, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was not the most fruitful last couple jumps, but I don't think we're sorry we did it. Oh, let me see what I've got around me. Okay, I've got a store, but I have no money, so we're just going to go around the store. We'll go this way. This is a very sparse sector. Free stuff. That's nice. That's 25 scrap plus 14. So we've got 50 scrap effectively now. Empty beacons. Not fun. This being NG Homeworld, there's probably more than one store in it, so we don't need to worry too much. Yeah, we'll buy a little bit of fuel. Never want. Oh, we suck. I did not even notice that. I thought those two were connected. Wow. That's not a mistake I make very often. We have not upgraded our doors, so there's a decent chance that this will be damage and pirates. Yep. Okay, well. You know what? This is also why I was talking about upgrading doors. I wish I'd had the scrap to do it. I probably could have afforded it. That's a consequence of choices. If I'd made different choices, I would have had a blue option there. And I would have got extra fuel and scrap. Extra fuel, at least. I forget whether there's scrap. I'm still hopeful that this medbay will pay for itself. You only need one event, really. You know, one event where you get a positive reward instead of a chance of losing crew. Because that's the thing, you know, the medbay doesn't just give you blue options, it also avoids a lot of options where you can lose crew. That's why I value it. And we're going to go this way. Let's see here. I think this is tough. I think the mini beam just gets to hit us, though. I think is what happens here. Maybe not. Maybe not. It's generally best not to let your crew get too low. You don't want them to be low enough that a stray laser blast can just take them out of the equation, if you can help it. I'm pretty sure that mini beam is going to fire the instant I uncloak. Yeah. Yep, I tried. we've taken a fair bit of damage again already. Nearby sun, okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. Take a little bit more damage, though. There are a lot of borders at these places. You know what? We're going to go ahead and upgrade our doors. I don't like needing to upgrade doors, but I feel that when you're in a situation and you do need to upgrade your doors, it's better just to recognize it. Just recognize that that's where you are, get it over with. It's not a big deal. This should be no problem taking this guy out. So we'll probably have to take one round of sun damage, and then we'll be free and clear. I guess that's... Oh, whoops. Let's actually get the most out of our mini beam here. Come on. That's not a very good offer. Yeah, just take the scrap. And thanks to our blazing fast engines, we're not going to take any sun damage. Oh, but all these beacons are empty. We've only got 4 more jumps. 6 if we brave the fleet, which with these engines, we're definitely going to brave the fleet. Nothing. There's a store, which we could use repairs, but we do have that to sell. But I don't want to go to a store. I really don't want to do it. And I'm still at a point where buying energy, buying reactor power is really what I want to be spending my scrap on anyway. Yeah, we're not going to go to the store. Looking for cargo, okay. Oh, wow. Quest marker to this map. Okay, well, that'll be fine. There's nothing there, though. I forget what that means if there's nothing there. I think there's still something there, and it's random. Oh, an anti-bio beam. For free. Well, I'm never going to use it, but it is scrap. Ah, so this is one of those events where if you board the station, sometimes your crew will get sick, but having the level 2 medbay means they won't die. Scrap some of the debris is always safe, but because we've got the medbay, we're going to go ahead and look for survivors, maybe get some crew. Nothing, but we still got some scrap, so that's fine. And there we've got a store, so we will, just by virtue of jumps, we will want to hit that store. So we're not going to spend our scrap yet. And pirates. Yep, okay. Oh, these pirates have some serious weaponry. Those should be synced enough for me to dodge them both at once, though, so shouldn't be a problem. How's this going to go down? Not quite sure how this goes down. I think I'm gonna leave both of those in cloaking. Yeah. There was a... Oh, Jesus. Okay, that was the ultimate punish right there. Right, I was considering whether I would put, take one out of cloaking and put it into engines, but, 95%, right? 95%. Might as well be 0%. Yep, and now yeah, this is bad. This is actually really bad. I might just need to... do I need to... Well, I don't have any choices now. Oh, he's gonna hit my weapons again. Oh, he missed, okay. Please keep missing. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's really obnoxious, but... okay. Alright, well... oh, I don't know if I can actually hit both of those from here. I think so. Should be able to, right? Oxygen's probably actually more useful to hit, but you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to stress it. Okay. Okay, good. This is good. Got our cloaking back, and their weapons are on fire, so we should be okay now. I didn't time their cloak. That's okay. Yeah, we will cloak this. 0%. I mean, I know it's only 60 now, but 0%. Always 0%. Okay, if I fire, my cloak is going to drop faster, but I don't think there's any reason not to fire. We will start this one. We will get oxygen with this one, though. Come on. It'd be nice if the mini beam was just a little bit longer, since it is possible to hit 4. I wish it wasn't such a pain in the butt to hit 4. Okay, fires out. His weapons are still going, though. It's because he's got all those NG. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That was annoying. 22 scrap is good. And just, that's it. That's all, huh? Okay. Well. Okay, so we're gonna go to the store, we'll repair, we're good on engines. Hacking would be nice. Hacking would be real nice. No, we're not gonna buy another scrap recovery arm, no matter how many times you offer it. But we'll go ahead and sell these. Those are both good. Yeah, we'll repair up. Fuel. Now we're feeling pretty good about at least 1 point. I think we need one more. Yeah, so we need one more point of engine, one more point of reactor power. Now we're powering literally everything we've got. We're a little low on scrap. That's okay. We desperately need to find hacking or another weapon soon. No offensive drones, so we're not too concerned. Okay, hopefully, yep, they didn't go anywhere too important. I'm not super concerned about shooting him. So I'm going to go here just to slow them down. %. Is it going to be good enough? Thank you. Oh, I hope my cloak doesn't just drop when that fires. There we go. Good. Okay. I was going to be a little upset. There we go. So, Mantis homeworlds or Zoltan homeworlds? The problem with the Zoltan homeworlds is that then we have to get through Zoltan Shields. That's no fun. But in the Mantis homeworlds, we don't have anything to do the Mantis quest. Zoltan homeworlds have more shops. Yeah, we'll go there. Hopefully we can get Envoy. If we get the Zoltan Shield, we're just selling it because it's cheating. We can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, now we know that that nebula spot is totally uninteresting, but... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we know that nebula spot's uninteresting. There's no reason to waste it. So let's just start off going to here and here. I'm actually glad we didn't start off right by a shop. It would have been a little bit sad, seeing as we are currently broke. I did forget to move him back to weapons, but now I look like a genius. Now, the reason I'm being so careful with my weapon timing is because, you know, firing these lasers will interfere with the cloak, but firing the mini-beam does not. So if I can get off the lasers right before I cloak, I can get my full cloak time. And it just, you know, makes it a little more efficient, a little safer. We're ever so slightly low on fuel, but we're also now deep enough in the game that the scrap rewards are significantly higher. We don't need the missiles. I think we'll take it though to be safe. I really don't like running out of fuel. It's you know, kind of dangerous. That's good. Also, you know what? This distress beacon could easily be a ship out of fuel. So, we are glad we got the fuel. Or a pirate. Oh, yeah. And we have enemies with 3 shields now. We do not have the power to get through these shields at this point. We've got to upgrade our weaponry. Preferably with cloaking. You know, that's really unfortunate. Just because... That is really unfortunate. Because we only have 1 level in engines, so that's going to knock them out completely, which is frustrating. Just say no to drugs. Okay. This is actually kind of a tricky situation. If I take out the shields, it makes it a little easier to get the next salvo through. And I should get that next salvo before their missile fires. Okay, I think we'll do that. And didn't actually hurt the shields at all. Darn. This next salvo, though, is going to have to go into weapons, I think. I really don't want to get hit with that missile. Okay. And unfortunately, we didn't get the missile. So it's probably something nasty like a breach missile. If we're lucky, the fire will take it out, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Okay. Nope, it didn't. Well, here's hoping. Here's hoping that 38% is good enough. Oh. We'll accept their offer and get the heck out of Dodge. 72. We don't have anything to sell, though. Well, we could sell the scrap recovery arm. Actually, we could sell the... Yeah. So that's our one option for a store. I don't think we want to hit it now, but I think if we just sort of mosey around and hit it, we'll do that. That's fine. Yeah. And there's probably another store out there somewhere. man, these missiles. Not quite sure how fast they do this, so. I'm more worried about that missile, whatever it is. Probably Hermes. Yeah, I'll take that 1 point of damage. It's not that big deal. Okay. It's gonna man my engines again. Oh, yep, there it went. That seemed about the timing for a Hermes missile. So. Where are you? There you are. Okay, and you're heading right for my pilot. Yep. So we'll click that. We're waiting the full duration just so we can hopefully deal with these borders. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. So nitpicky. Oh, cloaking. Okay, that's not the worst. I don't think our cloaking is going to be back by the time we need it anyway. That missile's going to be firing again soon. Oh, there we go. We got it. Good. Yeah, that probably came at the expense of getting a good shot off with the mini beam. That's okay. Really didn't want to get hit with that Hermes missile. There we go. Okay, they're just down to a basic laser now, and I'll actually have my cloak up in time. Oh, no, I thought I would. Oh, that's annoying. I think it's okay. Yeah, as long as we get a full shot off with the mini beam, it's over, and they have nobody piloting, so there's no excuse for them dodging anything. Maybe one shot, right? They might have two piloting. That's pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic. 26 scrap. We will take it. We're up to 100. Now we're going to be pretty excited about going to a store. Let's see what we got around. So we got 8 jumps before we got to think about leaving. This will make it 9, 10. We've got about 10 jumps before we're really seriously thinking about leaving. 4, 5, 6. I don't know that we'll get the full 10 if we hit that store. I'm going to have to actually check the math on this. Especially because each of these nebula spots slows the fleet by 50%. So, you know, for example, if we were to just jump to here, up to here, and around, that could be good. I think it's pretty important that we hit this store, though. What we might do is we might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then depending on what we detect here, we might have time to go to these 2 as well. That should be fine. And the exit, or maybe we'll go from here over to here. That actually makes a lot more sense. I think we'll do that. That looks pretty good. Oh, good. This one only has 2 shields. It's a lot more manageable. And all of these weapons are pretty much synced up, so we should be able to just dodge everything. I think everything fired there. Oh. I was a little slow there, I guess. Whoops. My bad. I'm not gonna get the full mini beam. I don't even think I'm gonna get weapons. Oh wait, I will. Okay. Whew. Nice though, huh? How much damage did I dodge there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 points of damage. Yeah. That's good. I know those shields are gonna come back up, but I really want to get rid of their weaponry. And I think that got everything. Oh, here's a surrender offer. 4 fuel, not bad. 2 drones, not bad. It's not the worst surrender offer. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this one. Oh, that's nice. Ion Storm. Sure. In fact, yeah, I actually didn't notice before that that path was viable, so this is good. We're gonna hop over, explore this. Lovely. Okay, well, whatever. Pike beam's got like what, a 16 second charge? I forget. They've got a lot of weaponry though. What are we gonna take out? They've got shields and weapons and hullabaloo. I guess we'll take out the weapons. Really kind of rather not get hit with a pike beam if that's alright with you. And no luck. I'm not really surprised. There we go. Got the pike beam down. Now we might take a little bit of ion damage. But I think we'll be fine at this point. Hopefully they don't get away. That's mainly my fear right now, is them getting away. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Yeah. Not a problem. Okay, that was easy enough. Not the greatest of rewards, but free stuff is free stuff. Oh, that's really tempting. So that one is almost, well, not guaranteed, but very likely to be the blue event we were hoping to get. But then we won't make it to the store. We still want to go to the store. And in fact, we can go 1, 2, 3. We can still hit all 3 of these. And still swing around to these. And we're not going to do that one, so. Yeah. Yep. This looks pretty good. Oh, Zoltan. Why must it be Zoltan? This is where we're really in trouble. Oh, and they have a defense drone. Okay, so we're probably just going to try to get out of this alive. I don't think we really need to try to kill this guy. You can hit my sensors. That's okay. What are you shooting at? Oh, you might be shooting my piloting. That was a little preemptive, but like I said, we just want to get out of here. I mean, sure, we'll that out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Now our weapons are down. Yeah, so this was never going to happen. Hopefully we can get out of here. Oh, damn. I was hoping we could beat the pike beam, but no such luck. Yeah, we'll take the chance. It doesn't show a ship, so there's a pretty good chance there's no ship. Cool. Free scrap. No problem. Now if we just can find that desperately needed weapon at this store or hacking, either one, weapon would be better? I'm not sure which is better, actually. Maybe both. I think hacking, yeah. Hacking is probably the better. Okay, what have we got? No hacking. We do have some weapon upgrades. Possibly. Let's see here. What do we want to sell? So that takes, what, 20 seconds to charge? That's kind of dicey. The flak one is marginally better than either the burst laser or the dual laser. Although if we're going to replace either, it's going to be the dual laser. It's a really marginal upgrade, but it's a meaningful one. Being able to take down 3 shields reliably does matter. And we're not very happy about this. We're not thrilled by any means. I don't think the laser charger is going to fit, though. Just, I don't know. Let me think about this. No, we're not going to go for the laser charger. So, even though it's a very marginal upgrade, I think we have to sell the Burst Laser 1 and buy the Flak 1. We're not thrilled. We're not even close to happy about it, but it's what we're going to do. Hey, free scrap. We'll take that. So, yeah, we just desperately need to get upgrades. Hey, free stuff. Well, I'm liking the free stuff. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more jumps. We can probably do 1, 2, 3. Even though it looks empty, it's still worth a try. Asteroid field. Do we want to go into an asteroid field? We don't really want to go into an asteroid field, do we? On the other hand, how many choices do we have right now? Do we upgrade our cloaking? That's really the question right now. Brings us down to 60. Okay. And if this seems a little bit insane, I assure you, it is. Oh, and it had to be a Zoltan. Is it going to have offensive drones too? No, okay, it doesn't have offensive drones. We're going to wait as long as possible. We're going to shoot the mini beam. And then we're going to hope that another asteroid will get that last little bit of Zoltan Shield, and then we're going to fire away. And hopefully we'll get down their weapons. Because we do not want to get hit with those. Okay, that's looking good. Now we really want to start our laser in piloting, because that decreases their their dodge chance, and hopefully those other lasers will hit. Okay, there we go. So we knocked out both of their weapons, half their shields, and all we have to do is just avoid taking any really unlucky hits. But we have 2 in piloting, so that's good. Yeah, of course our weapons get knocked out, because why wouldn't they be? But it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh no, that was the worst thing in the world, though. Okay, come on. Oh man, this is... Come on. No. Oh my god, am I gonna get hit? Okay, I'm just gonna cloak to be safe. There we go. Jeez, I cannot believe that almost... Oh no! Oh no! I still can't do it. Oh no. Oh my god. Am I gonna lose this? Am I gonna lose this battle? Am I gonna have to jump away? I can't believe this. This is... Oh, this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. And I think that beam's going to hit me, and I think I'm going to take a bunch of damage, and I think I'm not too happy about it. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty silly right now. Yeah, well, that's why I left 3 guys. So, as long as... If both of these hit, it won't be too bad. Okay, both of those hit. So this is okay. I mean, that was a bit silly. We took a lot more damage than we needed to. But we've got everything pretty much online. Nothing critical's out. The cloak is coming back online soon enough. Rock ship, okay. These are all synced. Oh no, that's a flak too. Okay, so that's not synced. So, he's got 6 points in weapons. That means I've got no real hope of knocking them out in one shot, meaning I'm probably going to go for shields. Yeah, his weapons are going to fire at about the same time as mine. Okay, and we've completely dropped his shields, meaning we can fire at will. Although we're going to wait just a moment. And... yeah, I think we'll just use the mini beam to keep the shields down. There we go. Everything is down except for the one heavy laser. No, we will not accept that. Which means he might get another heavy laser shot off, unfortunately, but... nope, okay. 33 scrap. And then, just because we can, yeah, we'll take that one more. We're looking injured. If this rebel fleet has offensive drones, we are once again in very serious trouble. Not really much of anything to buy. The one thing we could do is engines, but I don't think we want to do that. I just don't think it's worth it. How are my guys doing? They're not trained up yet, no. So the problem with Shieldless is your guys don't get training. You have to basically take shots on the nose if you want to get any training done. This event can easily cause you to lose crew. I can't really afford to lose any crew. I'm also just behind though. Like, I need to catch up somehow. So I'm gonna take the risk. Okay. Oh. Got to repair doors. Okay. This might be the end of the line here. I forgot about the chance of it being a Zoltan ship. I don't think I would have risked it if I'd been thinking about that. Come on, buddy. That thing should be firing. Oh. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Didn't hit, so %93 my ass. I probably should have taken a shortcut to heal. I did not. Okay, so we want the flak to hit so that it drops the shields, and then we want everything else to go weapons, and we hope to knock out the halberd beam. And we did. Okay, good. Whew. I'm a lot less concerned with getting hit with any of the other weapons, even the burst laser too. You know, I can take that. We've got a pretty decent dodge chance, so. No, okay. I was really worried that was about to smack me right in the weapons. Oh, not that it matters, they're dead. Okay, that was fine. Yep, got some fuel and scrap. Just gonna heal up real quick. Repair. Once again considering, do I upgrade my engines? Do I upgrade my engines? You know, this is a nebula. Do I go to the distress beacon? You know, if I upgrade my engines, then going to that distress beacon is a lot easier. Although getting out with just the cloak for your defense 2 in a row is really pretty dicey. I don't think we're going to do that. Nope. Now, if we had shields, that would not be nearly as risky. But without shields, it's pretty risky. Well, it looks like it would have been fine. Go, Vivimord, you fiend. Mantis or pirate? We'll just go to the Mantis because that way we still have 2 options. Just because. Yes, I realize I was wrong about the quest. That was the slug one, I think. That's okay. Mistakes were made. Whatever. Oh, hi there, Cyborg. Sorry I didn't see you earlier. I hope you, I hope that message isn't too old. Are you still there? I guess. Oh, okay. Oh, hey there. Yeah, no, just the problem is that you don't get the automatic reset on your cloak in between, and so, it's kind of risky. A little risky. Yeah, I don't really have a good feeling about this run right now. I'm awfully far behind. You know, I still don't have hacking. My weapons are really minimal. I don't know how much of this you've seen, but I actually had to sell a burst laser 1 to replace with flak 1. Like, that's how minimal of an upgrade I had to make. It's just pathetic. Come on, come on. Oh no, this is a shieldless run. I'm not going to be buying shields. Well, that's a decent offer. Nah. I mean, honestly, I pretty much only play shieldless. I don't even know how to play the shields anymore. I did the math the other day, by the way, and I don't remember the exact number. I probably wrote it down somewhere, but shields can cost you something like 700 scrap. Like, it's an absurd amount. Yeah, you know, if you buy the system, upgrade it fully, buy all the reactor power, like, it's a huge investment. And you know, I've been playing without it for so long, and I've realized, you know, it seems like such a necessary thing, but there's so much else you can do with that scrap. And yes, some of that 700 will probably go to repairs, but that's okay because it's like 700 scrap. Yeah, no, I most people take shields. I absolutely think that they're usually the right choice if you want the safest victory. Oh gosh, this is a Mantis sector too, so I have no guarantee of a store. Oh man. I think I gotta upgrade my engines just so I can get out of fights sooner. It's so likely at this point that I'm gonna start hitting ships I can't even fight. Oh no, not my sensors. I'm not sure how I stopped this guy. Let me see here. Well, okay. Oh, my bad. Shouldn't have taken that laser blast. You know, it'd really help if I could take out his piloting, but he has level 3 piloting. That is concerning, is what that is. Finally. Oof. That was a close one. Also super low on just hull points in general, so. Nope. Yeah, the thing is I'm so close to not winning these fights that the second I run into anything that's remotely challenging, it's just going to kill me. But I can't stop fighting, you know, you can't just stop fighting and say, ah, whatever. Nevertheless, I think... Well, if that's a store, we can't go to it. If those two are stores, we can. But this lightens up for... Okay, we're going to go this way. We are going to try to get to a store. That was poor timing. I'm not playing very well right now. I think I'm stressed out by being this far behind where I need to be at this stage of the game. Good thing my weapons are reasonably fast, because this guy is repairing super fast. Yeah, the stealth ships, they're tough, but they're my favorites. Maybe. I like the Zoltan ships a lot. I play them stealthless, shieldless, generally. Oh, we could really use more crew if we pry it open. But it might just kill one of our crew, too. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Should we pry it open or jettison it? Safe or sorry? Safe or sorry? What do you think? I agree. Hey, there we go. Mr. Booga. Welcome to the crew. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Our crew just went from weak to strong in one jump. Got 7 more jumps, 8 more jumps maybe. Still gonna look for a store. We've scouted most of the sector. Okay, there's our store. Is there any argument for, like, hitting this beacon first? I don't think there is. No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I like Mr. Booga. It's a fun name. Okay, there's our hacking. That will do it. Okay, hacking accomplished. now we can actually manage. We've got to get that to level 2 immediately. What are we in? We're in sector 5 already. Wow, man, these weapons are not going to cut it though. I think we better just repair. I don't think there's any other option than just repairing. I don't even think I'm gonna buy fuel. I'm a little low, but 12's not that low. Okay. I've got 5 more jumps. Yeah, I think if we just swing through that, hopefully that'll be a good beacon. If not, no big deal. Oh, actually, we've got 6. No. Yeah. Normally, I would rather do not just jump to the exit after it's been taken over by the rebel fleet, but because exit beacons tend to have good stuff, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go to the exit beacon. No, I usually don't take mind control. Drones are the next system, if I even get that far. Which, this is still looking kind of dicey. You're probably shooting my hacking, aren't you? Don't shoot my hacking. Dang it. That guy's still going strong. Okay, got a basic laser. That's on fire. That's good. Do it that way. Oh. Okay, that was odd. But got everything out of the way other than the basic laser, which can't do too much damage. And no. I'm not that desperate. Oh, why is your freaking drone still going, though? Turn it off. There we go. Yeah, much better. Actually, you know what? Oh, no, because I have to go there for there. Okay. Yes, yes, your dastardly trap. It's very clever. Oops, a little late. A little late on the hacking. You know what? I'm going to drop the shields because they have an energy in weapons. They're just going to get their weapons back super fast, whereas this guy will be trapped in the shield room. He'll probably have a pretty bad time in there. Now we'll take out the weapons. Now that they're close to charged. Wait, what happened to my mini beam? Did my mini beam not go off there? Oh, it just depowered that. Yeah, of course. Of course. And now we're taking damage. Hey, there we go. We'll take a defense scrambler. Any day. Yeah. So now we just, honestly, as far as systems go, really what we need is better weapons. These are not cutting it. These are way too weak. Because we're still just taking damage every single fight. We'll probably just sell it for scrap. You know, the only time it matters at all is on phase 2 of the Rebel flagship. And we can sneak our hacking past that just fine. So, you know, what's the point? We're not using missiles. I mean, it does shoot down the flak, so I guess it's not like it's entirely pointless, but... Leave my guys alone. Okay, actually, you know what? There we go. That's much better. Okay, whoops, I was a little slow on that. Now, the reason I'm holding off on firing the others is that essentially as long as I'm cloaked, I get free charge time on the mini beam. Although I probably should have fired. I waited a little too long on that. I'm a little distracted there. Did not mean to hold off quite so long. Oh, it's the hasty getaway, good boys. Wow. I'm gonna see if I can let them do their hasty getaway. I don't want to let them hit me, but if this guy gets repaired first and he goes into the cockpit, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's let him go. Goodbye. Yeah, exactly. I really need a weapon right now. After them. Excellent. It's normally really difficult to do that quest in Stealthless because I'm doing so much damage. I'm usually just one-shotting. Oh. Mining explosives. Why? Don't mind if I do. A drone recovery arm. Oh, but I can't use it. Dang it. Do you remember off the top of your head which of these is worth more? I don't remember. I'll look it up real quick. If my web browser would respond. I think they're both about 50 scrap, but... oh, wow, the defense scrambler's 80 scrap. Okay, so it's probably that one. Oops. $50 scrap. Okay, so the defense scrambler's worth a lot more. I guess that makes sense. It's a pretty rare find. And I think I'm still good keeping the scrap recovery arm and long-range sensors. Do I need long-range sensors? Not really, but I also don't really need a drone recovery arm, so that's fine. Okay, we're gonna go to the Slug Nebula. They should have, I think, 2 shops, whereas I think there's just one in the Rebel. Okay, so this is going to be free weapon Landia. I would like to add some. Yeah. At some point, I'll need to up my reactor power, but not yet. What do we have here? Oh, should really send my guys to wherever they're going to be. Let me see here. That's a little dicey. Technically, I think I'll charge ever so slightly faster than him, but with my guy not in there, I'm not sure. It'll be close. How about I actually deploy my hacking? That would be smart. Could just deploy it on weapons, actually. Could just deploy it on weapons. Actually, you know, if I get one more point in hacking, I can keep. Yeah, the fact that it only has 2 shields. That's what makes it much more manageable. You know, I think I'm gonna hack their weapons. There we go. So now he's not even trying to stay in weapons, which is convenient. Oh, that's right. And because I have their weapons hacked, I was wondering for a second why I could see their charge. It's been a while since I've hacked weapons, apparently. Okay. Looks like we'll get one more volley off, and then we'll cloak. And we'll send this one at their weapons. Oh. How close to dead are you, Mr. Booga? Oh, no, you're fine. Okay. So they should win that. That's awfully close, isn't it? Okay, and we're all good there. They're not going to get another shot off. This is done. I'm just shooting whatever now. Okay, so 54 scrap and a small bomb is your offer. It's a lot of scrap. Small bomb really doesn't help me, though. Yeah, I think we have to gamble on this. Yeah, I think we have to gamble and finish them off and see what other random weapon we can get. I think we probably get less scrap that way, but small bomb just isn't going to cut it. I need real weapons. Yeah. A breach missile. I mean, I will point out that technically, if they don't have a defense drone, a breach missile is at least as good as a dual laser at taking down shields. Yeah, I mean, it's bad. Oh gosh, I have a defense scrambler. That's right. Oh my gosh. Oh, I also have a store next to me. Okay. Yeah, I could use the breach bomb. Okay, let's see what the store has. If the store doesn't have anything better, then yeah, we'll fire up that breach bomb. Breach missile. Wow. Okay, well, this is junk. Junk. Yeah, we don't want any of that. I guess we could use a little bit of fuel. Let's see what's around. Oh, there's another store. Okay. That one's pretty close. I think if we jump to these two and then the store, we'll be okay. Oh, but there's not really anywhere we can go. Drat. Because the only thing the store is connected to is this one and then that one. Okay, so if we go here, 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 we can get a little more scrap and then hit that store. Is that worth it? Okay, we can jump from here to here, so we can get out. This is such a messy sector. What are you, Sector 6? Yeah, I mean, we gotta finalize our weapons pretty soon. I think we're keeping the Defense Scrambler for now, because I think that's really our only option. We can't quite afford to get the defense, the breach missile online yet. Gosh, we're so poor. Why are we so poor? I even have a frickin' scrap recovery arm, and we're still just so poor. I don't understand it. I bought the scrap recovery arm in Sector 1, too, so it's certainly paid for itself by now. Okay, we're gonna hopefully be able to make it a little bit further. Nothing should have 4 shields yet, so we're gonna hold out for this store. It locks us into a really unideal route. Oh, nice glaive beam, buddy. Nice glaive beam. Let's go ahead and not get shot with that, huh? I'd love to take that glaive beam off your hands, though. Can I have it, pretty please? Please? I know. Like, I'd almost just swap him ships. Like, I don't care if it's a floating coffin, man. Just give me that glaive beam. Oh. Well, that's not good. Well, there's actually no reason whatsoever not to toss out my drones. I've got 18. I really... It's really bad form to save your drones when you don't need to. Like, it's one of those things where you really don't want to be thrifty. We will not accept surrender, though. It's way too late in the game to be accepting surrenders. Oh, there's another store. Huh. And that's a ship. Okay, this is looking like it's going to work out. We might have to hit both of those stores just because we really need to upgrade our weaponry. Okay, do we hack shields or weapons? I think we hack shields and then we just shoot weapons. Should be fine. Yuck. Oops. I was a little slow on the beam. Okay, got everything down, though. Not concerned with their ion beam, even if it hits like my weapons or something, that's fine. So as long as this is what it looks like, I'm just gonna keep damaging shields and other things. Get their piloting down too. Can't run away. Okay, cool. So we can go here and here and here. We can hit all 3 of these. And that's okay, good. So this is the only mystery And if there's one bad beacon, that's fine. That's fine. There's the weapon pre-igniter. There she is. We're not buying the weapon pre-igniter. Oh, man. No weapons. I don't want a system repair drone. That's not worth buying. Although I would really like a drone control with some useful drones. That may end up mattering. But yeah, no, I decided this was going to be without weapon pre-igniter. It just kind of makes it too easy, even though, honestly, this is not a good setup for the weapon pre-igniter at all. But generally speaking, I find it just makes it so easy that I wanted to do it without the weapon pre-igniter. Oh, that's not very nice. Okay, that's fine though. Let's see here. I don't think there's anywhere with the mini beam to get 4 targets here. The real question is just, do I hit the weapons or do I take out the cloak? Well, actually, you know what? I can get shields, weapons, and doors. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, it's not that the pre-igniter isn't effective. It's that this is the 3rd no shields video I've done, and both of them I got really rare drops. I got the pre-igniter on the Zoltan ship, and then I got the Zoltan Shield on the Stealth B, and you just can't count on that kind of luck, and you shouldn't need that kind of luck in order to win. So I wanted to do one that didn't use that. We're gonna have, you know what? We're about to have fires all over our ship, so let's start venting oxygen now, shall we? That sounds like a smart move. Yep, there's the fires. I don't think they'll burn out in time, I think. Oh, yep, unfortunately. Oh, that one did. Good, good. Oh, that one didn't. Oh, well. Okay. I might take the surrender just because I'm tired of taking damage. What do you think? What do we think here? We need one more round. Yeah, this is burning. This is on cooldown. I'll probably take at least one more hit. Yeah. Let's just let them live. 20 scrap is okay. It's not great, but I'm tired of taking damage. I guess knowing that I was about to hit a shop, I probably should have just finished them off. A few more damage doesn't matter when you're about to repair it, although... Sector 6. Yeah, I probably should have just killed them. Probably should have just killed them. Okay, so drone control with the combat drone. Defense 2. Combat. I could do double combat drones. I mean, double combat drones does sort of get us there. Sort of. Yeah, but I mean, we're going to be making so much scrap on a per jump basis. I'm not really worried about that. I'm really just worried about being able to finish it all. Yeah, I mean, that's going to burn through my drones, but... I mean, I guess the other option is just to get the breach missile online. What do I drop for it, though? Probably the dual laser? Yeah, probably the dual laser. Let's see here. Another thing to consider is if I get the third point in hacking, I'm then in pretty good shape to hack their weapons and essentially never take damage. Except from combat drones, which will absolutely wreck me. I would definitely take the drone control if it was a defense drone, just because those are very helpful. They can mitigate missiles on the boss fight, save you if you have to go through asteroids. The combat drone is a lot dicier. I almost feel like I'd have to pick up both, but that also is really expensive to get online. You know, I think that since the game gifted me the breach missile and the defense scrambler, I think I'm just morally obligated to use it. So let's just get that online first. And yeah, I think we'll do that. Gosh, these things don't sync up at all, but what you gonna do? I think then that if I'm gonna do that, I don't really need to hack their shields so much anymore. So I think then I really want to hack their weapons and have the weapons plus cloak combo, so that you're effectively immune from most damage. I think that's the way we want to do it. Because the breach missile can go through shields, take out their shields. Now, of course, the problem is we are darn poor now. Just buy a couple repairs. We could sell the dual lasers. They're not worth much. Just for the 4 repairs. I think we'll hold on to them for now. No, you don't want to sell the scrap recovery arm at the end, until the very, very end, because the last couple sectors are where you get all your scrap. The value you get in those last sectors is really, really high. So, just because of the way it's weighted. Okay. Oh. Helps if you send your crew home. Oh. Gotta power up my weapons. Helps, doesn't it? Really? 72% chance of my butt. No, I think we're okay for the most part. As long as we can avoid running into combat drones, I think we'll be pretty much okay. So the way hacking and cloak, the way the timing works out, you are effectively all but immune. Didn't sound like we got a hull breach, though. I'm surprised. I thought the breach missile was basically guaranteed. Although it is a slug vessel, so you'd imagine they would have their slug repair gel. And their shields are gone. Because our hacking is back up, we're not really worried about keeping the cloak up anymore. We'll start with the mini beam just to maybe knock out their piloting, which it did. Meaning this is guaranteed. We'll hack the weapons just to be safe, but no problem. And on average, I think you get about 1 missile per fight, and looks like we're going to be using about 2 per fight. So, 28 fights later, we might have an issue. I think we'll be okay on that front. We will want to get some more reactor power. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is such an ugly sector. There's not really any good way. 3 out. Well, that's a guaranteed ship, so we're going to go there first. Okay, and I think this is pretty much just going to be the pattern. Where are you? You're in my doors. Get out of my doors, you buggers. And the correct way to do it is actually to cloak right away when you start, or pretty close to right away, because that way these are charging while you're cloaked, and then you're firing while you're hacking, and so the firing doesn't interfere with your cloak. Huh. I did not know that either, to be honest. So it's only an 80% chance. In particular, I didn't realize that other weapons that have a high breach chance do have a 100% chance. I didn't realize that they were 100%. Okay. So cloaking's done. We'll give this just 1 more second, but we'll go ahead and fire that off. Oh, and we missed. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. Might as well fire this off, though. And all 3 of those hit. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? But we've got our lovely mini beam there to distract their crew. Wait, okay, no. They're just trying to break into their weapon room. Huh. Their weapons? Oh, man, they've got really fast charging weapons. Oh, no, not my cloak. Ow. Jerk. So that means I'm probably just going to have to actively cloak his... Yeah. Somewhat inconvenient. Somewhat inconvenient. And I've got guys in sensors. Okay. Just gonna wait out the cloak, because I need to basically hack right away. Okay. Much better. There's interesting coding on borders that causes them to jump back to their ship when it blows up. All right, you have a good one. Nice chatting with you. Okay, well, we'll just do these 4 jumps, and then we'll be out. Sure. Is there anything we want to upgrade? We do still need to upgrade our reactor. We're missing 5 points. We'll shove 1 in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully our oxygen doesn't go down too quickly. I feel pretty confident that we made the right decision getting that breach missile online, but it's still not going to cut it as far as the Rebel flagship, even with the defense scrambler. It's just not going to be good enough. Come on, you can do better than that, game. Okay, you can't do better than that. And a miss. That was a lot of spent missiles. I got 2 of them back, so not too worried about it, but unfortunate. You know, we're gonna upgrade. We're gonna upgrade our oxygen one. It's usually a luxury upgrade, but you know, I'm still so short on crew for this stage of the game that having doors and oxygen upgraded is going to give me a little bit of leeway on repairs and just on maneuvering around the ship when I need to. Okay, it looks like we may be able to squeeze 1 or 2 more jumps out. Oh wow, only 2 shields. Yeah, I don't even want to. I don't want to hack if I can get away. I want to avoid hacking if I can get away with it. I don't know if I can. That's too greedy, isn't it? Yeah, that's too greedy. That's too greedy. Don't be greedy, Jai. Never be greedy with your hacking modules. Not unless you're... No. You can be frugal if you're desperate, but never be greedy. Ah. Jeez, it's painful. So painful to miss. It's a breach missile. That, of course, is the big problem, is that the darn thing can miss. That's why it's really not a substitute for, say, beam weapons. You know, I'd much rather be hacking their shields and using beam weapons to tear apart their ship. Maybe if you told me what you had ahead of time, I would be a little more inclined. Okay, well, they're dead. You're dead. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Slug. Nice knowing ya. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so... yeah, if we do those jumps, we'll get a little low on fuel, but... we only have 1 more sector. And then we'll have to flee from the Rebel fleet at the exit beacon, but that's okay, because exit beacons at Nebula never have anything. Attack. I don't know how this ship is ever going to fight the Rebel flagship, though. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Come on. There we go. Oh, a defense drone Mark II, you say? Why, yes, I will happily accept that offer. Now I definitely want to look for a drone system. Yeah. I am probably going to be spending a lot of money at a shop if I find one that has anything worth buying. Okay, what do we have? Okay, no offensive drones, so not too concerned. They do have a teleport, of course they do, because they always have a teleport. Looks like they're in there. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna... You guys have fun. Ah, darn, I was not quite fast enough. May have been a little bit silly with that anyway. Maybe I should have just cloaked right away. Probably better. Okay, so we're going to go to the civilian sector because we definitely want to get a store, or however many stores it takes. What's going on over here? Okay. Come on in, buddies. You want to party? We'll party. You want through there? Sure. You can be through there. Come on in, buddy. Come to the party. Okay. So, let's see what we got. What do we have around us? Distress beacon. Store. I think we go there and there. Because that's our exit beacon. And I don't know that we can actually do there, and there. And we want to be safe, so. Okay. Demand the surrender of their goods. Are we going to be able to actually stop them? Dubious. So we need to damage 4 systems to get them to slow off. I think that's okay, as long as we make sure to kill. As long as we make sure to kill those 2, I think it's fine. That's good news. And that's charged enough. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll just go there. That's fine. Yeah, and since we got those 2 crew, they're not going to have enough to repair. They're going to have to send their pilot. And that'll stop them from jumping away. And, of course, having that massive fire, yeah, they're just, it's just over. Unfortunately, the clone bay means that we're just going to have to blow them up, but... Hallelujah! We are saved! Alrighty. Okay, that's great. Halberd beam. Thank you very much. don't mind if I do. Okay, fantastic. Oh, now we got a chance. A chance, I say. I think we still really want to find a drone control now. Now, I think between the breach, the halberd, and the flak, that's okay, right? Okay, so let's see here. The halberd beam does 8 damage. The breach does 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 15 points of damage. We need to deal 20 to drop it. However, we can concentrate damage on their critical systems pretty easily. On shields, for example. And we could also just drop their cloak. Not too much trouble. And he's got 20% faster already. Okay, so I think we'll be able to do this. I think it's doable. Damn. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. I was really, really hoping for a drone system there. Okay, well, that's fine. So we definitely want to get a little bit of repair done. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I can't believe we're gonna run out of fuel by then, but just to be safe. Just to be safe. Okay, so we got to get our weapons online. I think we replaced the mini beam. Let me see here. So we've got a couple of options. The mini beam actually does do more damage, right? It does 4 damage instead of 3 from the flak, but it's not concentrated damage. That requires 8 power. That is a big deal. Let's see. I can't afford to get it online yet, so that's not going. I'd still like to get the Defense 2 drone online if I can, because we're desperately lacking in defense, since we don't even have an Alpha Strike that's going to kill the flagship in one hit. Got to seriously consider. If we hack shields, we can beam down the pilot, which I believe it only has rank 2 in piloting. I'll check that in a minute. So yeah, we can hack the shields, beam down the piloting. That gives guaranteed hits for the breach missile, and then whatever else we have. Now, since in that circumstance we'll have dealt 6 damage to the shields already, 1 more damage, and they're totally down. That means the mini beam actually works there. It means the mini beam actually works out pretty well. A little better than the flak. Now, the problem is that it's going to take 20 seconds for that breach missile to recharge. I don't have anything speeding it up. I'm not actually going to get to fire that breach missile until the 3rd time through. Unless I get something to speed it up, I think. Right? Let me see. I'm going to run some quick math. So it's 17.6 seconds. Does it take more than 2.5 seconds for the breach missile to fly from my ship to theirs? And I think the answer is yes. It does. So this does create a problem. This does create a problem. Let's give it a quick shot, shall we? I'm so tempted to do it, but I think the odds are like 90% that you just get robbed. No, I'm not going to do it. Well, I guess this will be our chance to find out, right? I suspect that I will not get there in time. So that means I will need either an automated reloader or just a better plan. Basically, a better plan is what I need. Okay. 1,000, 2, 1,000. It got there. It got there. Not in enough time to layer anything else. Oh, but these can fire first. The other option, of course, is I can just make sure I use the halberd beam to take out their cloaking device. I might have to do that. That is not an optimal course of action because then... Or you know what? Actually, if I use something other than the mini-beam, for example, if I use that flak cannon, the flak cannon can take out their stealth. It can take out their cloaking device. That would be acceptable, I think. So, yeah, I'll be getting, 3 damage out of the flak, 2 or 3 out of the flak, instead of whatever I would be getting out of, that would be really handy, except I don't need it. I can't take it, but I'll still take the 66 scrap. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it instead of the long-range scanners. I'm gonna say I desperately just need to hit another store, I think. I'm in Sector 7, right? I'm in Sector 7. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna hit another store. That's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna high roll it. Go. Okay, I get the point. Jeez, I should have gone back to the stupid store. Jeez. Gosh, that hurts. Just missing out on all that scrap is painful. It's painful. Whatever, though. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. How are we going to deal with these boys? What are our options? Okay. No good options, that's for sure. If I hack drones and run, that might be my best option. Sadly. I can only deal 12 damage, and it looks like he's got 14 health. So there's no way to drop him even in one salvo. It's also got pretty high dodge. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta fold them. Okay, let's hold on a moment. Yeah, take 2 points of damage from that. That's fine. I mean, I think that running was still either the correct choice or not a wrong choice. And I'm kind of doing this just for my own edification. Basically for the sake of, oh, let's see if we can pull it off. And looks like we did. Without too much trouble. I mean, we got lucky though, right? If any of those bombs had missed, if any of those missiles had missed, it would have been really bad. As it is, you know, we bought enough scrap to pay for the repairs, as long as we find a place to repair. You're good. This is... Oh, finish repair. This is turning into a very, very long run of FTL. Okay, so we're looking for a store, which it's a civilian sector, so we are absolutely expecting there to be one more store out there. Probably, maybe even 2 more stores. Ooh, man, we'd love the scrap, but we're actually using our missiles. Yeah, we'll sell 5 though. Federation ship, okay. Oh, that's scary. That's pretty scary. Okay. Time to think. Time to think. Let's see here. Their weapons, not too bad. That combat drone's gonna tear me apart, though. Defense Scrambler should deal with that guy, so that guy at least shouldn't be an issue. If that fires, it's going to be a nightmare. I think I'm going to go for the burst method. That looks like it's probably piloting. I'm okay with that. Should have totally raised my dodge, though. That was silly. That looks like weapons, so unfortunately we're already going to have to... I think. 10, 14. Yeah, we actually need all our weapons. Okay, that's about good. We really want to cut it as close as possible. 3, 4. Okay, great. So this should pull the pilot out, right? That's plenty of damage. If we're lucky, that will deactivate the combat drone. And now that those are out of the way, should be a pretty straightforward shot. There we go. Good. Good, good. Federation ship and some scrap. Cool. Ah, no shop though. Let's see here. Okay, so we have to go up this way because we're going to be swinging down this way. 3. 1, 2, 3 is where we're probably going. Okay. Although at this point, I think we can safely spend some of that. Let's. How much more do we need? We need 3 more after that. Okay, that'll be good for now. Oh, forgot to heal. Sensor station. We mostly just want to kill it because we want the scrap. It's not running. It doesn't have drones, so we're not terribly worried about it hurting us. So the not greedy play is just to put it on the weapons. It's a little silly. And once again, we're going to try to shoot their shields, just because we want to keep testing to see how likely it is that our breach will hit before their cloak goes back up. Well, that looks pretty good. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like we'll quite get there in time to do like the mini beam if we do it that way. But it does look like the breach has time to hit before the cloak goes back up, so we might try that. And if it fails, it fails. Okay, so we need to be there at 2 and there on 3. Nearby sun is fine. Okay, so this is kind of do or die though, as far as if there's going to be any more weapon upgrades, or drone controls where we wanted. Okay, which we didn't get. There's a hull beam, though. Okay, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. That is a very big deal. Because that means we can raise our alpha to the point that we can easily destroy the flagship in one salvo. Let me see, were there any other stores? So there's no other stores, and we're probably not going to get one in Sector 8. So it's time to sell things, and it's time to be judicious. So with the hull beam, which we're almost certainly going to buy. Oh, incidentally, we're probably going to sell the Defense Scrambler, the Zoltan Shield Bypass. We might keep that. That's actually still going to make more than 25 between here and the boss. So the Defense Scrambler, Zoltan Shield Bypass gone, Breach gone. We're going to buy that Reverse Ion Field. We might buy the Mind Control, right? I mean, got nothing else to spend it on. We might as well. Hull Beam, yeah, we're going to buy that. And we're going to upgrade our last weapon. We only need one more there. That all looks pretty doable. I'm going to have to do some math real quick. And I also need a quick break. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I believe, if I recall correctly, I believe that the halberd beam does 8 damage, the whole beam does 8 damage, and then the mini beam does 4 damage, which is the 20 we need to defeat the Phase 1 and Phase 3 boss in a single pass. That does mean we have a very serious problem on Phase 2, but the mini beam charges quickly, relatively quickly, and so I think... 1, 2, 3, 4... No, the shields won't be down. Okay, so that's going to be our really big problem on Phase 2. I'm debating whether it's worth keeping the breach bomb for that, right? Because if we can actually do breach, halberd, mini beam. Sorry, breach, halberd, whole beam. Which, although the breach bomb only does 4 damage, it does it through shields. Although it... So... on the first, on the second phase, if we drop the shields with the hack, and then use the halberd to take out the piloting, use the breach bomb to smash into the shields, and then do another 8 damage with the whole beam, maybe 7 damage with the whole beam. That does drop their shields. And then the shields will also be hacked, so... And there's a good chance they'll be breached, 80%. So we should be able to keep them down long enough for the whole beam to fire off again, which will finish them off. If not the whole beam, the halberd beam, right? 17 seconds. Sped up by 20%. Yeah, the whole beam's a little faster, so... That'll be the first one up. Oh, we can also mind control that guy. We can mind control the guy in the shields. That will make it essentially impossible for them to repair it in time. That lets us pretty safely drop it before the surge. I don't know exactly how far into things the surge happens, but I think that's in time. So either way, though, yeah, it's too bad. We can't sell the defense scrambler if we do that. We have to keep it, but we can sell the Zoltan Shield bypass. That is useless to us. I think at this point we can safely say the dual lasers are no good. We're probably going to sell the flak as well. Right now we're dealing about 16 damage, and the thing is, if we don't upgrade anything here, we're actually already pretty close to where we need to be. But you know what? The breach missile is awfully slow. That's the one problem here. Is the breach missile is really slow. That's where the flak gun sort of comes in, right? If I use the flak gun in place of the breach missile, it only does 3 damage instead of 4, but it's way faster. Way faster. So if I'm using flak, halberd, whole beam, that's 19 damage right off the bat. So actually, I wouldn't use it phase 1. I would use the mini beam phase 1. Right, so that I can get, actually, you know, the whole beam might be able to do one more. Might be able to do 9 damage. I'll have to double check real quick. Let me take a look at the layout. I've fought this thing, I don't know, hundreds of times, and yet I still tend to forget exactly what the layout is. Alright, so yeah, phase 1, it has a different layout in phase 1, doesn't it? Doesn't it? No, it does not. That's the easy mode. Where's the hard mode one? Ah, dang it. I've got pictures of the easy mode one here, but not the hard mode. That's a little bit annoying. I think it's close enough, though, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that has a system. Yeah, it looks like 8 damage is pretty much what you're going to get with the whole beam. I don't think you get 9. Okay, so, but on phase 1, phase 1, Beam Breach just kills it. And then if you swap out the flak on phase 2, now granted it does say they do have the defense drone, so flak is even less effective then. But drain the shields, deal your 8. 9, 10, 11. It's also so slow, I'm not sure the defense drone might be able to get 2 of the flak. But if I keep the defense scrambler, it's okay either way. So I'm just going to keep the defense scrambler. And that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I'm buying the whole beam now. I think that's definitely happening. I think we're also repairing a bit. Five more jumps. We want that even if we're not going to use it. We want that last point because it's a damage buffer. So whatever we end up using, we're not going to be sad to have a little bit of a damage buffer. Right, so on the first one, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah, that should be fine. There are places to get 4 damage. Yes, right. I'm not crazy here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. We've got enough drone parts. So, we've got 100 scrap to spare. We probably want to upgrade our engines if we can. Each of these are fine at level 2. We'll upgrade them as we're able. So actually this is nice in that it's pretty cheap. This is 20 damage though. This is I mean, against the flagship, against other ships it's going to vary a little bit because the whole beam is not necessarily going to hit hull all the time, but pretty good. Let's get you healed up. And I think we're going to go ahead and sell you. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But of the strategies I've discussed, these two do get used. So let me see here. So this does get phase 1. This kills phase 1 pretty much instantly, no problem. Phase 2 is a little more of a problem. That's where I think I need to go back to the thinking. So between the defense scrambler and the flak and these. So let's imagine I'm going to put it on the shields again. I'm going to drain the shields down. I'm going to halberd beam through. The piloting. They have 3 in piloting, right? Okay, so it's not guaranteed to hit either way. Oh, although I could buy mind control, right? That definitely helps. If I knock out 2 of their mind control and then also mind control the pilot, that does guarantee it hits. So that's a possibility if we need to guarantee it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 damage there. And 2 on shields. 5 on shields. Minibeam is 6 on shields. And then flak and minibeam both come back up at about the same time. Or actually, you know, I could keep the whole beam too. Either way. No, mini beam. Back a mini beam. And that also keeps me from ever needing those last 2 power, which keeps me pretty safe. I think I like this. I think this is feeling pretty good. At least as good as it can under the circumstances. Yeah. Reverse ion field. We won't need the reverse ion field, though. We're going to be killing phase 1 pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, and we're doing it with beams, so we don't need the reverse ion field. We do need the mind control, though. Level of mind control should be sufficient. I forget how much we get repaired when we get in there. Better safe than sorry. Because I don't know how much damage I'm going to take in the next couple jumps. Hopefully none. Hard to imagine being too much more prepared than this. Yes, that was excess damage. We did not need to be that careful with our beams. Okay, this is going to be very close to a nearby sun. Yes, it is. That's okay. Hopefully we'll just kill him so quickly it doesn't matter. Leave my guy alone. Through there, and sure, actually, let's do basically the same with that. We don't need to be picky. Goodbye. Do we need the missiles? Do we need the drone? No, I think scrap is still good. Got 3 more jumps, so 1. Oh, actually, I didn't see whether that would. Yeah, well, we'll just be safe. Better safe than sorry right now. Engines. No, not my engines. Anything but my engines. Oh, what? Why? Oh, because of the sun. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, that's fine. 3. Well, hopefully. Okay, that won't be too important. Oh, and of course they had to drop into my weapons, so... Oh, come on! Leave me alone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Not so. Oh, Jesus. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Alright, fine. You had your fun. Are you happy? 17 damage, actually, so wow, I need to hit 5, 6, 7? That's 8 damage, that's not enough. Wow, I'm not even gonna drop him. Let me see if that halberd beam can hit. Can that halberd beam hit 5? Anywhere? No, right there is where it would do it if it was going to. Wow. That is a little bit ridiculous. Come on! What the hell is this? Am I gonna die here? Am I gonna die against this scruffy little mantis that just is high-rolling everything? Everything, man. That's ridiculous. Okay, I mean... whatever. Not a whole lot I can do. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that should do it. But Jesus, ridiculous. Man, well, I hope I get some serious heals when I get to the final battle. What's it called? Yeah. I'm just gonna hope that that was me getting my bad luck out of my system, because, oh my god, I cannot handle that again. Okay, doesn't even look like there's ships there. Maybe I'll grab that. Just so I have a little bit of piercing power. A little bit of piercing power seems useful. Alrighty, this is it. Of course we're gonna be a hero. Why would we not be a hero? Alright, the last stand. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, I only got 10, that's what I thought. Okay, well, we got repairs, so no problem there. I don't think there's much to do here. There's not really much to do. We just want to get there. Let's see here. We probably want to do that, though. Yeah. And, did these guys ever get trained up at all? Hey, great. They made it to level 1, and they made it to level 1. Good. I mean, I guess I could have just looked at the percentage to know that, but I like it. I like it. Okay. All repaired up. Now we just want to avoid damage between here and there. We're really going to need that. And then I think one more power is good because I want to be able to flex into these if I need to. Yeah. And then, you know, we'll upgrade like piloting. Oh, come on. Why? Why me? We're not going to fight this. No, we're not going to fight this. This is not worth it. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. We would like to wait as long as possible because we do want our cloak off cooldown if possible. And we don't mind if things... a little bit of ion damage here and there is not too bad. Yep, time to go. A store. There's a freaking store. We spent all our money already. Alright, you know, my interest is piqued. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got, buddy. Oh, there's that drone control I needed. Those aren't going to help. Let's see. I could sell the defense scrambler and the breach. Maybe. Oh, I could sell the scrap recovery arm now, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can afford that. So the one really cool thing about having this store here is it does mean I can jump back for repairs. If it doesn't get taken over right away. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we won't need it though, because that's a super high roll. You know, that's really lucky. That doesn't normally happen. I'm trying to avoid things that are like super duper lucky. You know, which no weapon pre-igniter. I skipped it. I think I could have got it. I remember I saw one. I don't remember whether I had enough. I think I did. No Zoltan Shield. We just didn't come across the quest, but we wouldn't have kept it anyway. No hull repair drone. Heck, we don't even have drone control. So this is a pretty low roll. Let's see. The drone control would be helpful. Would be helpful. Drone control would be helpful for the phase 3. Just to help bring down the Zoltan Shield a little faster. But I think it's okay. I think we'll hold off and we'll just see. Like, if we end up coming back, that's fine. We're going to put Mr. Booga over here because repairing weapons is going to be our most important task. Phase 1, Phase 2, basically forever. We've got the mind control as well, so we should be good. Yeah. I think we're good to go here. Okay, let's try this. YOLO. So we don't have any control over the hacking. As long as it doesn't hit weapons, I think that'll be okay. Let's see where it lands. Cloaking, that's okay. Based on the cooldown of it hitting cloaking, it's not going to really matter too much. Okay. Now, as soon as they fire those missiles, we do want to... You know what? We just want to go ahead and do it. Yeah. Yep. And we want to make sure... Oh, yeah, that was even a little slow. 3 and 4. Okay. So, if my math is correct, and I'm pretty sure it's correct, So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. And then we just need to get 4 out of this little bugger, which I don't remember where we do that on here. I hope I'm not wrong about it. Oh, I might be wrong about it, actually. Might not be able to get 4 out of the mini beam here. In which case... Wow, in which case we're in a lot of trouble, actually. We're in a lot of trouble if that's the case. Uh-oh. 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 We do not like that. Gosh, I was assuming I could get that 4 out of here. There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was going to say, I'm sure we can get 4 out of that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Even if we couldn't get the full amount, what we would have done is mind control this guy, because it's already taking 2 damage from the beam, and then hopefully he'll just sort of sit there and knock out piloting. I'm not sure if that's what he does, but that would have been our plan. But as is, this should work. Should be totally fine. There we go. No problem. Oh, the store got taken over anyway. Okay. So much for that plan. All right, now we do have the defense scrambler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're dealing 20 damage. Yeah, I think we want to use the flak for this round. And the way we're going to do it basically is the first round we're going to just hit the shields with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 points of damage. And then the flak is going to recharge relatively quickly. 10-second charge time. Whole beam's pretty quick too. Either way, we should get them together fast enough. And I don't want to use the breach because it's too slow. It's just really slow. I think this will work out pretty well. I think we're going to put that in mind control. Just because if we need to mind control a dude somewhere to bust something, sure, that'll be fine. Yeah, he's jumping to the base now. That's okay. Yeah, and we can do 7 in weapons. We can do it. We've got a little bit of extra power running around. Can't quite afford that. I think this will be okay. The one thing that can really hurt us is if we get hit twice in weapons. I think we want to lose the whole beam first if we have to lose something, because the flak and halberd can work together. That fires a lot faster than the hacking comes off cooldown. So, okay. Is there anything else? Anything else? If anything is going to go horribly, horribly wrong, it's probably going to go wrong on this phase. Yeah, phase 3 can go bad too, but we have mind control that mitigates phase 3 quite a bit. Let's see, we shouldn't need to worry about the defense drone. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't really pay attention. That's going to be shooting piloting. I think I'm okay with that. Where are you landing? You're landing in hacking. Oh, that's interesting. We can actually get 9 damage here. Huh. 17. We can't get 5 out of anything else, though, so that, yeah, it doesn't help. Is there any way to get 10? Gosh, it'd be so convenient if I could just get 10 damage out of this thing. No, no, no. We're not going to play that game this time. Okay. So we are going to do a little bit of damage there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 8 is 15. 16, 17, 18. And that will drop our cloak a bit, unfortunately, but... Okay. Pretty good. Don't really want you. Yeah, we probably should have mind-controlled the pilot just to be safe there, but everything pretty much hit. And yeah, we don't care about you messing up our hacking if we're still here 20 seconds from now. Oh, God help us. So, yeah, the hacking is not quite enough on its own. But, yep, we're going to get it before, yeah, we're getting it way before anything drops. Is there anything? Can we maybe kill some guys? You know what? I don't think I want to. I don't know that he's low enough. I think it only does about 15. That's good. Okay. Yeah, the combat drone to help with phase 3 would have been nice. I think we'll stick with the flak gun though, because it's a little faster than the mini beam and it does a little more damage. We'll do the math real quick. So as 12 Zoltan shields that we need to get through. The halberd beam can deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so if we were to use the mini beam here, if we were to use the mini beam, it would deal 4, 5, 6, 7, that would be 8. And we basically would need to go through another iteration of that, 9, 10, 11, 12, to get where we needed to be. I don't really like that. The flak, on the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so the flak just does it really quickly if everything hits. That's probably wishful thinking, but it's still pretty good. And again, it's really fast charging. And that still leaves us with a 1-point buffer. Let's see, I don't think, yeah, there's nothing really for us to do. We could go to there, but we don't want to risk any damage. We have nothing to swap around. Again, yeah, the breach is way too slow. Mini beam, not as good as flak. I think we're okay. So we got to spend our last little bits of scrap. Oh, I want to put it there, but that's probably not the right choice. I'm going to be losing. I'm going to be losing energy from systems pretty quickly, and I don't need to. And I don't need to there. So that's probably not the right choice. Piloting is usually pretty good. Oh, I can't do piloting. I need 50 for that. Oops. Well. The heck with it. The heck with it. Power. I have power. Let's see here. I kind of want one of these guys to be mind controlled, and I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not my weapons guy, but you know, we'll see. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's Mr. Booga. Let's see here. If I take both of these guys out, will you stay to attack? We'll stay to attack that. Okay. Vivimord can stay in for a few just to make sure. Now we're just really hoping to avoid bad luck. That's gonna hurt. That is officially gonna hurt. Oh, no, never mind, that hurt them. Oxygen! Okay, well, we don't need oxygen. This fight will not last long enough for oxygen to be a deciding factor, I'm pretty sure. Wow, they're really shooting their own guys there. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think there's too much I can do about it. Yeah, I did totally forget that I have mind control, by the way. I almost never use mind control. I'm just going to let those guys in now. Controlled guys fighting their mind-controlled guy. It's ugly. Don't shoot my doors. Yeah, shoot your guy. That's fine. I'd really appreciate it if my guy would become unmind-controlled now. Okay, man, we still need to drop down 1 point. I think the flak is... no, you know what? There we go. Alright. Is Booga about to die? Damn, that mind control is lasting a really long time. Okay, should be fine now. Oh, probably helps if I actually activate that. Okay, so halberd beam through there, ideal. That's going to be 8 points of damage through these. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, 18, 19. Wait, did that already fire? Oh my gosh, I suddenly don't... Yeah, that already flew. Oh yeah, everything flew. 98%. Oof. Brain fart. Okay, yeah, so now I just need to fire that, and then when the flak and the hull beam are back up, those two should be perfectly adequate. You want to come in and party? Okay, you can come in and party. In fact, I'd rather lose the halberd beam at this point, because I only have to do 2 points of damage, so that's fine. Nobody's in danger of dying. And that'll do it. All right. Good deal. Stop mind controlling my dude. And there you have it. That was pretty easy, I would say. Okay, that took forever. That was a really slow run. But we made it through. And we did it with no pre-igniter, we did it with no hull repair drone, we did it with no Zoltan Shield. You know, this is all very standard stuff. You know, at some point we were going to get weapons. It took us a really long time to find decent weapons. We finally did. You know, and we had a little bit of leeway here. You know, we were not about to die. We weren't too far off, but, you know, we were okay. yeah, I mean, this was definitely close. This was close. There were a number of close shaves, but we pulled it off. And that's the thing, you know, if you have a little bit of good luck, no problem. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. Oh, I'm sorry, Cyborg. I didn't realize you'd come back. No, yeah, this was a really slow run. This was very slow. I I didn't have a lot of great luck this run, you know. And when I got to the end, I still didn't even have drone control. So I was taking my time, taking my sweet time. I did my planning though, and it worked out. Everything went pretty much according to plan on the last 3, so that's great. What time did you come back? Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me end the recording. All right. Hope everybody enjoyed it, and this will sign off.